Known for her dynamic presence and versatility in her work, we have a celebrity MC, TEDx speaker, virtual and TV host, RJ, entrepreneur, celebrity presenters coach, winner of various awards. And honestly, I think I'll end up taking up the rest of the program if I keep going on about her achievements. So here's introducing Miss Pallavi Walia Raj.
It is only and only up to you to make those healthy choices today. No, I'm not just talking about healthy choices for your body. I am talking about healthy choices for your mind. Hi, I'm Pallavi Walia Raj, and I am super excited to have a very powerful conversation with all you awesome people today. So, since we're going to spend some time together, do I have your permission to share a little bit about myself? As a professional, I have been a multi-award winning celebrity MC, a global communications trainer and coach. I've also been an entrepreneur and a television host. I really want to have this conversation with you about the mental health crisis that I believe is the silent pandemic that's really gripping the world. Okay. And as a person who has fought depression, not once or twice, but 4 times in my life, I definitely want to be able to share ways that you can overcome those mental health challenges if you are going through any. When you have a positive mental health, you can cope with stress a lot better in life. You're definitely a lot more productive as far as work is concerned. You realize your full and true potential. You start making those meaningful contributions, whether it is to yourself, your family, your friends, school, college, your community, the society around you, everywhere. Okay. And I think that is priceless. Now, I need you to know something before we even move any further, that poor mental health is not your fault, and no one is to blame for it. Statistics say that an estimated 13% of adolescents aged 10 to 19 years are diagnosed with mental health disorders. Okay. Suicide. Yes, you heard me right. Suicide is the 4th leading cause of death amongst the 15 to 19-year youngs. In India, 27 to 28 adolescents and young adults succumb every single day to something or the other: stress, panic attacks, depression, and so many other mental health disorders. And this most certainly happens because we're not willing to address mental health in a normal way. There is always this fear of harsh words, of laughter, of abuse that creates a stigma around mental health and really makes it very difficult. It makes it so much harder, not just for you, but even for adults like myself, to express our feelings, to come out into the open and tell the world that, hey, I have a challenge. Please know this, that whatever you've gone through in the past close to about 2 years and are still going through are unprecedented times, guys. Nobody living has gone through times like this. So nobody really knows 100% how exactly to handle the kind of things that you people are going through. During the pandemic, a lot of you have been completely disillusioned. There were so many reasons for it, but one of the major reasons was that you studied very, very hard, but your exams suddenly got cancelled. Okay, it was very last minute. You felt like there was so much uncertainty. There still is uncertainty, just by the way. You just didn't have the time to deal with all of this, and you realize that the effect of all these uncertainties is not just immediate, but it's a long-term effect. Today I really want to be able to talk to you about mental health because, like I mentioned just now, a few minutes ago, I have experienced different levels of mental health challenges in my own life. Okay. And I also want you to know this, guys, that you are not just prone to mental health challenges when things are not going right for you in your life. Okay. Let me give you this example from my own life. I'm sure you'll understand much better. The first time that I faced mental health challenges was immediately after I had won the Gladrags Mrs. India World title in 2006. I have always been a very cheerful, bubbly, active, sporty, love my friends kind of person. I love working out. I absolutely love my work. Okay, that's the kind of person I've always been. And immediately after the pageant, obviously you're mentally, emotionally, physically tired. So you want to take a break for 1 or 2 weeks. That's perfectly fine. And I thought that all of the things that were happening to me were happening because I was taking that 1 or 2 weeks off. All right. So figure this. I've never been a couch potato before 2006. I used to get up in the morning and I used to switch on the television. And my husband used to leave for work. I used to be sitting in a particular place and watching television. And I think he used to come back from work late in the evening. And believe me, I used to be sitting in the same clothes in front of that television, in the same pose probably, and just surfing channels. I had very erratic eating habits. Sometimes I would eat, sometimes I would binge eat, sometimes I would not eat at all. Okay. I was getting very irritable for no rhyme or reason. I had stopped stepping outside the house. I stopped going down for my walks. I stopped meeting friends. Forget that. I stopped taking calls from my family, from my friends, from my closed ones. I used to avoid their calls. And in order to avoid their calls, I used to put my phone on airplane mode. Okay. And I used to avoid work calls. I was low. I was disturbed when it came to night sleep. I don't think I've slept well in that particular period. So you might think, okay, Pallavi, how long did this last? Few more weeks, maybe a couple of months. 6 to 7 months. I had not stepped out of my house for about 6 to 7 months. That's how crazy bad the situation was. Now, everybody who's watching me here right now, okay, I need you to understand this, to know this. It is normal for people to sometimes feel low, sometimes, have a lack of motivation in their life, sometimes have trouble sleeping. But hey, if these signs, all these signs that I've just mentioned to you, okay, these are all not signs of mental health problem if they continue only for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. But if these carry on for more than a couple of weeks and then maybe drag into months, it is important to have conversations. Reach out, guys. Reach out to your parents, reach out to people you trust, reach out to counselors. Just reach out. I personally want to tell you this with a hand on my heart. There is nothing wrong with getting help. Okay, so I want to ask you this. When we fall sick, don't we go to a doctor? We see a doctor, right? It is the same thing with mental health as well. Why are we treating it any differently? Okay, so just a quick reiteration. If you kids are seeing yourself feeling down and low and exhausted and hopeless and tearful and very, very emotional all the time, if you're showing sudden changes in your behavior, if your eating patterns, sleeping patterns are disturbed, if you're, not performing at the best of your capability in school, suddenly you're fighting with your besties, you're avoiding your friends, in fact, you have some physical ache or pain somewhere in your body, you're just being very, very aggressive. Oh my God, all of these are things that that should put the red flag up for you. I don't just want to help you, help yourself. If you see a friend or a classmate going through similar symptoms, just reach out to them and have a normal conversation with them about their life. Okay, whatever it is. I mean, the food they eat, the kind of activities they do, whatever. Just be kind in your conversations. Be kind in your dealings with those kind of people. Understand them. Create that space for them to start opening up to you, because that's very crucial. And if you feel that they need help, please reach out to your school counselor and share your concerns about your friend. Understand that anxiety, depression, and panic attacks are not signs of weakness, guys. They are signs that you have been trying to remain strong for far too long. You don't need to be that strong all the time. Okay. Now, how many of you would like to understand how you can overcome these mental health crises? Come on, that's the way forward. Yes. Thank you very much. So these are things that I've taken as action steps in order to come out of my depression. All right. First thing, try and meditate. Start with just 5 minutes a day. There are guided meditations. There are just calming music. Just spend that me time without people around, without gadgets around. Meditate. Please, guys, it'll help you loads. Please have some kind of physical activity in your life. Get the sun. Yes, get some sun into your life, because you know what? Sunlight and darkness trigger the release of hormones in our brain. All right. So sunlight is known to trigger the hormone serotonin. Okay, and that is the happy hormone. All right, that is the hormone that allows you to boost your mood, or it's associated with boosting your mood. Okay, and it's basically a hormone that allows a person to feel very calm and very focused. So please get some physical activity and definitely get the sun. Reduce your screen time. No, I'm not just talking about video games here. Binge watch television for, let's say, 2-3 days, because I'm giving you a guarantee that on the fourth day you will feel completely depressed, because you feel purposeless, you feel lost. Okay, you feel like you wasted a lot of your time. Social media is basically a place where people share the highlights of their lives, and when we go through those feeds, we start comparing our normal everyday life to the high points in other people's lives. And that's where the challenge starts, because suddenly you feel like a loser. Suddenly you feel like you're missing out. Suddenly you feel like, hey, I'm getting left behind. My life has no meaning. So cut social media time, please. Create a rough daily structure for yourself and follow it, guys. Okay, this is super, super crucial for you people, because I know that you have some time that you spend in school or college, and those many hours are fixed. After that time, the number of hours that you have, break it down, have that structure in place. Okay, 1 hour is my free time, me time. I will do the stuff that I love doing at that point in time. 2 hours of study after that. Then after that, I'm going to take a 1 hour physical activity break. I'm going to go to the gym, or, run, or do something where I'm just going to feel physically elated. Okay. Half an hour of time with my friends. I want to chit chat. I want to gossip. Half an hour of family time. So, so important. So put that structure in place. This is my sleep time. I must sleep by this time. I must get up by this time. Put that structure in place. Believe me, it will make you feel like you have more control over your life. Have family time. If your family says they're super busy, demand that time from them. It could be dinner time where everybody has dinner together, but some families cannot. So I would suggest that allocate 30 minutes a day minimum to just spending time with your family. You all could play a board game together. You all could just sit around and talk. You all could just discuss, how your days were, your high points, your low points. You all could just laugh together, but without the television and without any gadgets. It's just you people as a family. Okay. Another wonderful way is getting a good night's sleep. I know that at your age, sometimes you want to stay awake late into the night, but guys, sleep is not just important at all ages, especially so at your age. Super, super important. Okay. This is one thing that has helped me get, through my troubled times so much. Okay, writing a journal. I don't just mean a diary or a journal. You can even write on loose sheets of paper. Just express yourself completely and fully on those sheets of paper. So my suggestion for you is keep about 15 to 20 minutes in a day. It could either be just before you go to sleep, so that you kind of put all that clutter out on paper and then you sleep peacefully. Or if you start your day, like get out of your bed and just do about 15 to 20 minutes of writing. So when you put stuff down on paper, there's a lot of clutter, there's a lot of noise, which is actually releasing on paper, and you will see for yourself that you will be a lot more focused, a lot calmer, or you will feel a lot lighter when you do this. One final thing I want to share with you: please have conversations with people. Have a safe person that you can rush to, no matter how big or how small the stuff you want to discuss. A safe person is somebody that you know is an adult, somebody your parents know as well, somebody you connect with, and yes, most certainly somebody who listens to you without any judgment. This person does not need to be your family, does not need to be your family, distant family either. Definitely does not need to be your parents. Apart from them, some adult who they know and they trust and you connect with, who is your safe haven, so to speak. Okay, just go and pour your heart out. All right. How many of you would really like to take some action and commit to taking baby steps, at least one step to begin with? Yes. Thank you very much. If you can promise yourself that, trust me, that's all you need, guys, to live your awesome life. your mental health is a priority. So please make it your priority. It's not somebody else's priority, okay? I want to leave you with this, that your self-care is a necessity. Your happiness is essential for the successful, superb life that you owe to yourself, okay? Your happiness depends only and only on yourself. So go out there and be super happy and battle this out. All right? Thank you.